Tom Yamas, you've been in touch with sources down in Florida?
Yeah, some promising news and also some very sad news. First, the promising news. WPLG, our affiliate down there in Miami, is reporting that the gunman has been arrested, that aerial shot we had of the person in the burgundy shirt indeed was the gunman. This, of course, is according to WPLG. This is very preliminary in the investigation, but this is what our local affiliate down there has been told.
Now to the Olympics, Shaun White winning his third gold medal, but facing questions about sexual harassment allegations. Let's go back to Amy there in South Korea. Good morning again, Amy.
Hey, good morning to you, Robin. Just hours after earning the U.S. its 100th gold medal ever in the Winter Games, Shaun White was on the defense after reports resurfaced of a 2016 lawsuit that alleged sexual misconduct.
Now to those dramatic rescues in Oregon overnight. First responders racing against time in dangerous conditions to save climbers stuck on Mount Hood. ABC's Kana Whitworth has the latest. Good morning, Kana.
Hey, Michael, good morning. So there were 7 climbers in 2 separate groups in desperate need of help atop Oregon's highest peak. And with this weather moving in, all of this wind and snow, it was a race against time.
Emergency first responders treat victims of a reported shooting at a school in Parkland, Florida. Some receive treatment right on the sidewalk, while other victims are ushered into ambulances. The shooting happened at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. The school lies just east of the Everglades, south of Boca Raton. There was a heavy police response to the incident.
That being said, and what you and Martha were just talking about, several students from the school are now tweeting that they are being let out of the school, that they are okay. That being said, Senator Bill Nelson has reportedly said there are many deaths in this case, many fatalities. Those were his exact words.
That's coming from Florida Senator Bill Nelson.
Who's been briefed on what happened.
Right now, we've heard from other police that 1 person confirmed dead. From an eyewitness on the scene, at least 2 others dead. But these are the first reports. We do know from earlier reports from the police up to 20 injured.
One of White's former band members, Lena Zaweda, filing the 2016 lawsuit claiming White repeatedly sexually harassed her, sent sexually explicit photos, and enforced an authoritarian management style. That suit has since been settled, and White's lawyers have always denied her claim.
The initial call came in from a group of 4 people after a climber they were with fell some 700 feet. Oregon National Guard actually sent up a Blackhawk helicopter while fellow climbers performed chest compressions on him. He was airlifted to a local hospital, but sadly, he died. And in the meantime, there was another group of climbers that were stranded. More than 40 rescuers ascended the mountain, and I want to show you something.
New questions are being asked about that $130,000 paid to porn star Stormy Daniels. President Trump's personal attorney now admits he made the payment with his own money and that neither the Trump campaign nor Trump organization paid him back. Diane McInerney with more on an awkward story, especially on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, there are also local media reports that are circulating now that we haven't confirmed yet, but that are out there that we are working to confirm that that person you saw in custody there, who looks to be a young person, was a student possibly at one of the 2 schools that are next to each other. Now, if that were to be the case, that would stand to reason why it would be so difficult for police to find this kid so quickly, be so hard, because like we said,
At his post-win press conference today, White was not taking questions from any female journalist, including myself, but ABC's Matt Gutman did ask him about those allegations.
Shaun, over the past couple of days, the sexual harassment allegations against you by Lena Zawida have resurfaced. Lena, are you concerned that they are going to tarnish your legacy?
This snowcat right here, that snowcat's just like that brought down 2 of the climbers off the mountain. Another one had to be brought down in a sled after some 17 hours on that mountain. It was just a terrible and deadly day. Michael.
All right, thank you so much, Kana.
A new crisis for the White House after President Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, finally admits paying adult film star Stormy Daniels $130,000.
White House bombshell. President Trump's attorney admits he paid off Stormy Daniels.
President Trump's personal attorney, that's Michael Cohen, now admits he paid an adult film star who was claimed she had an affair with the president.
Did you have a sexual relationship with Donald Trump?
She's the woman whose name is splashed across headlines all over the world. Now, Inside Edition sits down exclusively with Stormy Daniels, who, according to the Wall Street Journal, was paid $130,000 to keep silent about an alleged affair she had with Donald Trump in 2006.
possibly 4,500 students out in the street.
And the Broward sheriff is now indeed confirming that the shooter is in custody. We believe that's the shooter right there in the burgundy shirt. So this is no longer an active shooter situation in South Florida, but Tom Yamas, it is a mass casualty event. It is a serious one.
You know, honestly, here to talk about the Olympics, not, you know, gossip. So, but I don't think so. I am who I am, and I'm proud of who I am, and my friends, you know, love me and vouch for me, and I think that's stands on its own.
In a private transaction in 2016, Cohen says, I used my own personal funds to facilitate a payment of $130,000 to Stormy Daniels. Neither the Trump organization nor the Trump campaign was a party to the transaction, and neither reimbursed me for the payment, either directly or indirectly.
Yeah, and from the sources that we've heard, and we've confirmed this with 3 different sources, there are at least 20 injuries, at least 20 people hurt. From Senator Bill Nelson, we know that there are, quote, many deaths, many fatalities. He was briefed by the superintendent of the Broward County Schools. So that's a horrible piece of news right there, especially for so many parents that are home and were actually told, don't call 911 because the lines were so jammed.
Did you have a sexual relationship with Donald Trump? You can't answer that. Did you have any relationship with Donald Trump?
Well, I think it's common, you know, by looking at photos that I've met him.
She did enjoy being spoofed on Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live is my favorite show of all time.
And you were portrayed on the news.
Right.
What was that like?
Terrifying.
Why?
I've heard of Secret Service agents offering to take a bullet for the president, but I've never seen a lawyer willing to do that.
New York Times reporter Maggie Haberman, who broke the story, spoke to Anderson Cooper.
He would not answer a number of additional questions, including why he did this, whether the president knew.
Stormy was coy when Inside Edition's Jim Murray asked her about allegations that she was paid to keep quiet about an alleged year-long fling with Trump in 2006.
Because I love SNL, and I have a little crush on him, on Colin.
Oh, well, there you go.
And so if he said something really mean about me,
How did you feel about your portrayal on that show?
Did I giggle? Yes.
Tune in to Inside Edition to see more of how Stormy Daniels responded to questions about President Donald Trump.
There are reports you've been paid $130,000 to be quiet. Have you been paid to keep quiet? Have you signed a non-disclosure agreement?
Cohen has previously denied there was an affair between Daniels and Trump. He insists the Stormy Daniels payment made just a month before the election was lawful and was not a campaign contribution or a campaign expenditure by anyone.
I mean, he's the greatest. I mean, but obviously it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And we just had to make more plays on the stretch, and they did a good job. I mean, credit to the Eagles. They played well. They deserve it, and they just made more plays. It stinks to be on this side, for sure. It stinks. You put all that hard work in the whole year.
He added, just because something isn't true, meaning the alleged affair, doesn't mean that it can't cause you harm or damage. I will always protect Mr. Trump.
A source close to Stormy Daniels tells Inside Edition Stormy regards Michael Cohen's public statement as a violation of the non-disclosure agreement she signed. As a result, the source says Stormy feels she is now free to tell everything about her purported relationship with Trump.
I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud to be on this team. I'm proud of the way everyone played. I'm proud of my teammates. We all fought together all year long, and we just never gave up. We played to all 60 minutes till the final whistle. So proud to be part of this organization, of this year. You just got to keep your chin up because we put a lot of work in. We put a lot in for each other.
Cohen's admission has blown the lid off the secrecy pertaining to the deal because he admitted there was a payoff of $130,000. She's now free to talk about it and say anything she wants.
At the White House, Trump wouldn't answer a question about the payment.
Is General Kelly's job safe? Thank you all very much.
Just didn't end the way we wanted it to, but we've accomplished a lot, and we got to stay positive.